my mom was hoping, wishing, praying that they swung on Marky. My mom was already on go. She didn't like the fact that Marky Lip was out of order. Marky Lip was bogus. It looked at bad. Real bad. So my mom like, please swing on him. Make it your best shot. I want you to knock it out the ballpark. Please. And Marky, let them swing. Please let them swing. And I want you to chew them up like a piranha. It was the way she said it. It was the way that my mom said. She like, chew them up like a piranha. Like, she was on demon time. Her whole face was red like a tomato. Like, and mind you, it's me, Caleb, my dad, Virginia, and Virginia's sister. And we're right there. We're not in the, like, all the way in the fight, but we kind of like, we can see everybody. My mom is the loudest out of the whole bunch. Everybody trying to calm everybody down. But my mom on something else. My mom on Go Time. My mom on Less Lunch. My mom is on one. So my mom is so mad because the watchman is in the middle blocking and stopping. He blocking and stopping the situation, like making sure that nobody's getting into it. Mind you, we own these people patio, yo. So the watchman like, no. She like, please just move out the way. Move out the way, 5 minutes. I will pay you. Turn your head. I want to see what they can do. Y'all jumped on them. Let me see. I want you, since you tough. Y'all was just finna run up. Go on here. Let's get run up. We're going to do the run up and done up one. We're going to go on here. We're going to chew you out. We're going to do a free pay-per-view because tell you, when he move, we all going to move as a family. So now my mom is saying as a family. First off, I don't want to fight. I don't even, look, I'm scared. Because my mom, it won't calm down. And I knew my mom, look, I knew my mom like the back of her hand and the back of mine. And I'm trying to tell you, it wasn't no her, the way she was at, it wasn't no coming down from that. She's on one. So the watchman like, I can't. He like, I can't let y'all fight. He like, because on every floor, it's a patio. He like, and also it's a camera on every floor on the patio. So he like, if they see me right here and I'm not stopping the fight or removing somebody, or off the perimeter, he like, I would get in trouble. He's like explaining. So you got Sydney mom like, yeah, let's all just talk about it. We're supposed to be making an example. So my dad like, man, just calm down. She said, Al, don't do that. Don't embarrass me because I'm not gonna let them get away with busting my son. Look. So my mom is like, hold on. She's like, okay. She like, Rody Doty, get up here now. So I'm like, okay. So I'm walking up. So I'm looking at my dad like, you could tell he's just straight embarrassed. He had like that embarrassed face, but tried to keep his composure. He tried to stay strong in the game. You can see though that he was just like, you know that look when someone is just like embarrassing you, and you just be like, I come up, she like, I don't care what they say. If I move, you better move. If Marky move, you better move, and you better not stop moving until I say. I want you to keep moving. Now, it was the way she was looking. It was the way she was looking. I didn't know if, like, she was sit, like, you want to jump on me or you want to jump on it? Like, what is tea? Because she was like, when I move, you better move. And I don't want you to stop it till I say stop. So I was like, okay. So my mom like, I'm going to listen because you got Sydney mom like, look, we just going to talk and just try to figure things out. So we started talking. Now, it's chairs out there. So Sydney mom was like, just take a seat. She like, my mom like, I don't want to sit down. This is not a sitting down moment. I want to stand up. I don't want to feel like I'm having a tea party. I want to stand up. Thank you for the offer, but no thank you. So my mom is on one. So my dad like, man, she like, Al. He like, so look, I remember this boy. I remember this sucker. That's what my mom called him, a sucker. I remember him. And so next thing you know, you hear Sydney's boyfriend mom like, do not call him that. He's a teenager. You're out of line. She say, no, they out of line for dropping my son. Like I said, if this is not your son, why would you be bringing him? What, y'all thought that his parents ain't gonna love him and jump on y'all? Because we would jump on y'all right now. So my dad was like, no, we would not jump. She said, Al, you know, they jumped on we will. We will. Yes, we will. He like, May. So the watchman like, I'm not going to let nobody fight. So she like, and I remember him because he came up there when we was having breakfast and he sat at my table. I remember him. I'm like, yeah, he did. So now we're trying to figure it out. So my mom like, where's your other son? Because he's supposed to be involved. Where's your other son? So she like, well, he's at home. Y'all didn't request for him. Y'all requested for my son. She say, well, you have two. I don't know what's going on. And guess what? All my boys are here. So I'm like, yeah, but Mom, he called me a he, she. So now I'm talking to Sydney's, you know what I'm saying, boyfriend. I'm like, it was an it. So I get close. I'm like, a he, she, he. So my mom like, okay, so what? And you fine. And you fine. And you got family that love you. And you live good. And you eat good. Yeah, okay, so what? He, she, what? Now what? But guess what? Your girlfriend wanted the he, she. So now it's getting heated. So my dad like, May, she like, Al. The way my mom was on dummy. Now, mind you, don't forget, my mama went down there and had an activity. So she had a couple of shots. She off the za. So she on one. So all of a sudden, you see Marky like, it's going to be a red. And so I'm looking, I'm like, please don't let it be a red. Like, don't let it be a red. So my mama looking like she don't know what's going on. She just hear Marky saying it. She like, what? He like, it's going to be a red. And all of a sudden, Marky took off. As he's taking off, grab one of the chairs. I was right there. It was like, it was shocking. Now, I know I'm supposed to move when they move, but I wasn't ready because when he said it's about to be a red and he said it again, Marky was already in motion. He like, I was processing it as he was taking off. My dad like, Marky, what you doing? He was running though and he had the chair. He comes across Sydney's boyfriend head. Boom, with the chair right and he goes to cock it back, but the watchman grabs it. Sydney boyfriend, Marky whole body, I witnessed this, his whole body is left open as the watchman grabbing the chair and Marky trying to like grab the chair so he can swing it again, but the watchman not letting go. Sydney boyfriend, boom, Marky let go of the chair and he went down. And so all I knew is I better run. So now the moms are trying to get in the middle. So I hops in, I grab him, boom. I got him by the shirt. Now the dude with the broken nose, he trying to jump in. But the watchman like, stop. So the watchman trying to stop him. But now the moms is holding me. So my mom like, nope. My mom somehow, when I look, my mom somehow had Sydney mom by her shirt and kind of like pulled her off. And now it's like in the midst of me blocking off the other mom, which was Sydney's boyfriend mom, I'm blocking. I got my posterior like this, but I got the boy. You know what I'm saying? I got her boyfriend and I got his shirt like pulled over. So I'm like I'm just I ain't even hitting him or nothing. My mama like, hit him. So here come the watchman, scoop me. Foo, I let him go. The way the watchman scooped me, it was like he picked me up with it. Foo. I'm only 5'3", yo. He picked me up something so swift. Whew. Once he picks me up, I let him go. He like, no. He come out the shirt. So Sydney like, no, stop it. Everybody stop. So the watchman like, y'all gotta go. She like, I'm not going nowhere. My mom like, I ain't going nowhere. Now they want to jump. Let's jump. Come on, we gonna have I'm telling you. They go cheer. Boom man. And look, you see us move? You better move too. So now my mom is telling Boom man he better move. So the watchman like, look, y'all, y'all gotta go. We get escorted out. Straight up, we get escorted out. But my mom is steady yapping like, oh, it ain't over. I'm still here for another day. It ain't over. And I can stay more days if I want. So my mom talking her smack as we walking off. Boom. So my mama looking at me and like she's saying, didn't I tell you when he move or I move, you move? I'm like, I did. She like, but you was a second late. Soon as you saw him move, you should have moved. Don't never pause that long ever again. You understand me? I'm like, yes. So now Virginia says we all getting back. Boom, to the car. Boom. We all pull off. We make it back to the front of the resort. My mom gets out the car. She like, boo man, go on ahead and go to the house. So my dad like, where you about to go? She like, I want to talk to them. So my dad like, man, let me talk to you. So my dad and my mom, they had a little sideline talk. So I'm like, hey, I'm asking I'm asking Virginia like, hey, y'all want to come over? So she like, is your mom gonna be okay with that? I'm like, I'm sorry, she was just mad. She like, your mom scares me. And my back of my mind, I'm like, she scares me too. So boom, we end up going upstairs. My mom like, come on. So we all go to, our resort. So Virginia comes, Virginia's sister. So we all in there. So my mom like, let's roll, let's go. She just come from the back, from out her room, and she comes and she said, let's roll, let's go. And so Virginia was like, where we going? She like, we're going to your house. You're going to show me exactly where you live. She like, I want to give this back to your parents. She like, oh, I can't. She said, no, I want to give it back. My mom like, I want to give it back. So now Boo Man is in there soaking, in the bathroom in the tub. My dad in the room doing whatever he do. Now my mom, Virginia's sister, Marky, and me, we're getting ready to go to Virginia house. So my mom got the shirt that I had on. Remember when they had the refrigerators, promoting the refrigerators? She got the shirt. So I really don't know what my mom is on. We get, boom, to her door. She put the key in. And she like, can y'all wait right here? They might be in the room. So boom, they was in the room. The parents come out. My mom say, hey, you don't know me, but I'm quite sure you know these faces. And so he like, oh yeah. So here come the mom like, oh, hey. She like, so y'all knew my son had a busted lip? And so the dad was like, yes, I think they got in a little scuffle. My mom like, I don't care what scuffle they get into. If you knew how to reach me or get in contact with me or let me know, you should have let me know. He like, oh, I thought they probably would tell you. We didn't want to get in that type of affair. She's like, affair? She like, this your shirt? He like, oh yeah, your shirt was ripped and she like, here you go. She like, next time when something is happening or something is going on with someone's kid, you supposed to let them know, let the parent know. He like, yeah, but I went down there and I stopped there right away. She like, I do. I appreciate you. I thank you. I appreciate that. She say, but your kids is safe. We did have a situation where I found out about my son having a busted lip because he hid it from me. Even though y'all knew and y'all was a few steps away. He was like, I apologize, ma'am. I'm sorry. She was like, I'm sorry too. She was like, but thank you. She like, I'm sorry that you had to witness that and see that you could tell your family what happened, but at least I'm letting you know it was a situation that happened. My mom leaves out. Me and Marky is mad embarrassed. So my mom looks, she say, next time something ever going on and you have a busted lip, you come and tell me, what's wrong with you, Marky? He like, nothing. I thought it was going to go down. The swelling was going to go down. She like, it's a cut. It's open. It's like they hit you with something. So now my mom is snapping out and we outside. Boom. We goes in. We get to taking our showers and getting ready to wind down. My mama come in there, tell us she love us. Make sure we get our stuff packed because we leave tomorrow. Now, boom. We doze off. We go to sleep. All of a sudden, we get a knock on the door. On our room door. The room door is open. Open up my eyes. It's my dad. Now, normally around that time, my dad would be having coffee. He like, you saw your mom? I'm like, nah. I'm like, I've been asleep. He like, she didn't say where she was going? I'm like, nah. He like, Caleb gone too. I'm like, you think she went to go get him breakfast? Nah, your mom don't like driving. He walked away. So I'm like, Marky. So I go over there, wake him up. He like, yeah. I'm like, mom gone. He like, wait, gone where? I'm like, I don't know. So he pops up, right? So all of a sudden my dad comes back some minutes later like, your mom at the park. Let's go. I'm like, how'd she get at the park? She walked? He like, no, she took the car. We're gonna walk. Marky immediately, he like, I don't want to walk. He like, that's a long walk. I don't want to walk. Marky did not want to walk. My dad like, get dressed, let's go. We're walking, right? So we end up getting ourselves together. I was like, don't we supposed to be leaving today? He like, yeah, but your mom we changed our flight. So we're going to leave a little bit later. He like, so, you know, Caleb can get on some more rides because we cut the ride short. That, you know, the day that Marky got his lip bust, you know, so that last day. So I'm like, all right, cool. We gone on here, we leave out, we start walking. My dad like, man, my legs is about to lock up. So Marky like, I told you. He like, but let's just keep walking. We finally get up there. My mom is sitting up there at the park. So my dad like, why you up here? Caleb swimming. She said, oh, I just was hoping I saw the boys. Because I want to get them a piece of my mind. So my dad like, just let it go, man. She said, I'm not letting it go. We here on a vacation to have fun. He should be going back home the way he came. He leaving with a busted lip, Al. What I'm going to tell the school? What I'm going to tell them? So my mom was really focused on what she was going to tell the school. I don't know why, but that's what she was focused on. So my dad trying to calm her down. He like, come on. We still supposed to be going to go to the Universal Studios. Let's finish it up. We still got the pass. We go enjoy. We come back. So my mom like, look, we're going to leave in a few hours. All right. She like, so y'all going ahead, make sure y'all got everything or whatever. I'm like, can I go see Virginia? She like, look, if I go knock on these people door and you not there, we're going to have a problem. I will leave you here. I'm like, okay. So Marky like, I'm coming to you. I'm like, no. He like, I'm coming to you. I'm like, all right. So he comes. So I grabbed the knob thing. The dad come to the door. He like, oh, hey. I'm like, hey. I'm like, I'm sorry about my mom. He like, oh, it's no problem. She's concerned. I understand. I'm like, is Virginia here? He was like, well, you know, since what happened, you know, yesterday, I just prefer for you guys not to talk. I'm like, yeah, but I'm going to leave. I wanted to tell her bye. He was like, yeah, I'll pass the message. I'm like, okay. So he shut the door. Marky look at me. He like, what? Yo, he blocked you just like that. He stood up and he said, no, nada. I'm like, move, man. You always making fun. He like, he said, no, mom scared him. I'm like, that's why your lip look like that. He like, see you trying to talk about my lip. He like, how long you think it's going to take to get down? I'm like, I really don't know. So as we walking, all you hear is, hey. I turn around. I'm like, yo, what's up? She like, my dad said that you came to the door. I'm like, yeah, but he said I couldn't talk to you. So she like, yeah, but as soon as he said that, I opened the door. I'm like, I leave today. So Marky like, hey, where your sister? She like, oh, she in there. And so he like, can you go get her? So she like, let me see. Hold on. She walks off. So I'm like, what I want to say about her sister? I'm like, that's how you get that. He like, oh, I'm like, I thought it didn't hurt. He like, you poked me harder though. So she comes out with her sister. Boom. So I'm like, all right, y'all stay down on that end. We're gonna go down on this end. So we walked on the other end. So I'm like, I don't want your dad to come out. Can we go down the stairs? So she like, yeah. So we on the floor under her. So we're talking. I'm like, look, I'll leave. I just want to apologize. I'm sorry that everything happened like that yesterday. She was like, no, it's cool. She like, your mom don't play. I'm like, nah, she don't play at all. She like, but I'm glad that you knocked on the door. I was going to call. I was like, for real? She like, yeah, because I thought we probably can hang today, but I did forget that you did say you was leaving. I'm like, yeah. She like, so when you going to come back to Florida? So she just talking to me. So as I'm talking, she just, she kissed me. So I was like, I was shocked. I wasn't even ready for the kiss. So I was like, wait, you kissed me? She like, yeah, what's wrong with that? I'm like, I thought you liked girls. She like, yeah, but it's just something about your personality. I'm like, and she like, and you are cute. I'm like, okay. So she like, what, did I do something wrong? I'm like, I just wasn't expecting you to kiss me while I was talking. Because I was talking. I was in like dead smack in the middle of the sentence, right? And she just, like a big wet one. A big wet willy. It was a big wet willy. That's what it was. And so she like, well, I'm sorry. She like, what you was saying? I'm like, nothing. So I was like, do it again. And I grabbed her by her hips. So I'm I don't know why. It's like my hands had a mind of their own. So I'm like, do it again. I just felt like I was tough, right? And I always been like that. Like when a girl like do something, I'll be like, let me see how far you willing to go. Not really knowing like if they really would take it far. So I grabbed her by her hips. I'm like, do it again. She like, do what again? So she moved back. I'm like, oh, you gonna move back? She like, no, because I want to see your face. Do it again. I'm like, come closer. I'm like, do it again. She like, well, I'm like, do it again. She like, what, this? I'm like, yeah, do it again. She like, I just did it. I'm like, yeah, but do it again. So she did it again. And so when she did it, I cuffed her by her neck, and I was just like a little longer, right? So she like, oh, we better stop. She like, you heard that? I'm like, no, I ain't hear nothing. She like, I heard the door close. I'm like, well, there's a result. Maybe that's somebody leaving out. She like, let me go check. So she went upstairs to go look. She like, I don't see my sister or your brother. I'm like, where they out? They was all the way up there. She like, I'm like, come here. I'm like, so now that you kissed me, what, you feel better now? She like, nah, so you got, so now she asking questions like, so you got this? And I'm like, yeah. She like, I'm like, what that mean? She like, yeah, right. I'm like, she like, hold on, wait, I'll be right back. She like, come upstairs with me. So she goes upstairs. So she like, stay right here. I'm like, okay. So she goes and she's talking to her parents, I guess, because they comes out. Her parents come out. So then she comes down. She like, hey. I'm like, so she like, shh. So I go in. I'm like, your dad gonna be mad if I'm in here. She like, I said that we hungry, so they went to go get us something to eat immediately. I'm like, I told them my stomach feel real empty. I'm like, oh, you hungry? She like, no, I just wanted you to come up here. I'm like, okay. I'm like, what's up? So all you hear is like stuff like trembling or falling. So she like, what's that? So she goes, and Marky, they up in there, they kissing. Marky done fell off the bed. So she like, shut my door. So I'm like, bro, he like, yeah, he about to take his shirt off. I'm like, what you doing? He like, oh no. I'm like, no, let's go. Come on, let's go. I'm like, let's go. He like, bro, I'm like, let's go. So Virginia like, no, don't go. She telling me, no, don't go. I'm like, yeah. She like, please. And so she give me another kiss. I'm like, I'm like, no, we gotta go. So Marky like, what? I'm not leaving. I'm like, yes, you is. So Virginia like, I just told my parents to go get some food. I'm like, no. I'm like, come on, man, let's go. So we end up leaving out. Marky is mad. He like, why you do that? I'm like, bro, first off, what if her parents just come back in? I'm like, and you in there rolling on the floor? I'm like, you already got a busted lip and a hickey. I'm like, mom see another hickey, she's gonna freak out. So no. So he like, oh, so you gonna do that? He like, all right, don't say nothing to me. So boom, we go in the house, right? So my mom just trying to figure out, is we ready to roll and things like that. She like, everything better be packed, let's go. So time to pass, boom, we done already get on the plane, we ready to fly back home. We get home. I go in first. All right? My mom ended up coming at the end or whatever because she was helping my dad with the luggage, right? So as soon as I come in, Kayla goes straight, upstairs. Marky like, man, I'm tired. So I look on the refrigerator. Mind you, our Nana been watching the house, but she left a day early. So she left a note. So I had a lot of calls. And you can see, like, when she wrote it down, like, Rody Doty, and then she like a lot of friends, and I was just like, oh, I snatched it right off the refrigerator. So you hear my mom come like, woo, home sweet home. It's time to get back to regular scheduled program.